Good morning, friends. Now I am going to discuss the next concept, simple interest. What is simple interest? Simple interest is nothing but the money that we pay extra for getting a loan from others. Suppose if you borrow 1,000 rupees and you pay back 1,100, that extra 100 rupees is called interest. So what is simple interest? The extra money that we pay for the loan taken from others for a period of time. What is simple interest? That we will be paying some extra money for getting the service, for getting the loan from others for a given period of time. Maybe generally the time period may be 1 year. That is simple interest. Then what is principal? What is principal? The money borrowed, the sum or money borrowed. So the money or sum borrowed from others. Borrowed money or sum borrowed is called principal. The next very important is time. Time is generally number of years. Number of years. Okay. Generally, time is maybe month also sometimes, maybe 6 months, half yearly, sometimes year, sometimes 2 years, 3 years, in terms of years. And very importantly, rate is very important. What is rate? Rate is nothing but that interest that we pay for a period of 1 year for the principal amount of 100 rupees. So what is rate? Rate is nothing but the interest, simple interest, the interest that we pay for 100 rupees. Okay, just for 100 rupees, how much extra money you will pay? That is called rate, the interest that we pay for 100 rupees for a period of 1 year. Example, here you need to take one example. Suppose if we pay, suppose if we pay an interest of maybe 10 rupees. If we pay an interest of 10 rupees for 100 rupees borrowed, for rupees 100 borrowed, rupees 100 borrowed for a period of 1 year. Okay, so here we are paying an interest just 10 rupees for 100 rupees borrowed for a period of 1 year. Then the rate will be 10 rupees for every 100 rupees. 10 rupees for every 100 rupees. So we will be writing it as 10 rupees per 100. 10 rupees per 100, we will be writing it as 10%. Per year, we say PA, per annum. Per year, per annum. PER, per annum means year. Per annum means per year. So generally rate is given in terms of percentage. What is actually rate? Rate is nothing but interest that we pay for a fixed sum of 100 rupees for a period of 1 year. So that is interest is nothing but rate. So how much money, how much interest that we are paying here? Just 10 rupees. Amount borrowed is 100 rupees. Time taken is 1 year. So we are paying 10 rupees per 100 rupees per year for a period of 1 year. So we will be writing it as 10% per annum. Okay. Now we have formula, simple formula to find interest. Okay. First formula is simple interest SI. Simple interest SI. SI stands for simple interest, which is given by the formula P into R into T by 100. P is principal, the money borrowed, R is the rate, T is the time, at 100. Suppose second, if you want to find the principal borrowed, then we will multiply simple interest into 100 divided by R into T. If you want to find the rate, simple interest multiplied by 100 divided by P into T. If you want to find the time, simple interest is multiplied by 100 divided by P into R. Okay. Now amount is there, one more. Amount means principal plus interest together called amount. So we will be borrowing 100 rupees, we are paying interest 10 rupees, then the amount will be principal plus interest. What is amount? P plus I. Principal and interest together called amount. Principal and interest together called amount. Let me solve just one problem. It's a very simple concept. Just one problem I want to discuss with you. In how much time an amount double itself? In how much time an amount double itself at 10% simple interest? So whatever may be the amount, it will become double at 10% simple interest. How many years it will take? Suppose if we are investing 100 rupees, it should become 200 rupees. 1000 rupees becomes 2000 rupees. In how much time an amount double itself at 10% simple interest? 10% per annum simple interest. 10% per annum per year simple interest. How do you solve this? First of all, you need to know the principal. Principal is not given here. Whatever the amount borrowed is not given. You can take P as it is, or if you want, you can take P is just 100 rupees. Then rate is given. What is rate? 10% per annum. Time we need to find out. But simple interest is given. What is simple interest? The same amount. Double interest plus principal together will become double, means the interest is equal to the principal P. SI is also equal to P and taking here 100 rupees. Okay. So now we want to find the time. The time taken to become double itself. The amount become double itself. How much time it will take? Formula is time equal to simple interest into 100 divided by P into R. What is simple interest? Simple interest is P. Actually 100 rupees I have taken into 100 divided by P I have taken as 100 into rate is 10. So 100 cancel, 0 cancel. So it will take 10 years. Okay. Suppose if you want to make your amount double by investing, if the simple interest is 10% per annum, how long it will take? 10 years it will take to double the money that you get. So to make the money double, you need to invest your money at 10% simple interest, then it will take 10 years. So the money will become double in 10 years. Okay. So similarly, simple interest, they will be giving you principal, they will be giving you rate, they will be asking time. Sometimes they will be giving rate, time, and simple interest, they will be asking principals. For all those things, you can use this simple formula, you can easily find the solutions. Okay, that's all. Simple interest. The next concept is perimeter, area, and volume. Now I am going to discuss the 15th concept, perimeter, area, and volume. What is perimeter? What is perimeter? Any closed figure, we need to move around the figure once. The distance travelled is called perimeter. In other words, the length of the boundary. The length of the boundary of a closed plane figure, closed figure. The length of the boundary of a closed figure is called perimeter. Length of the boundary of a closed figure is called perimeter. In other words, the distance covered along the boundary of a closed figure once is called perimeter. The distance covered along the boundary of a closed figure once is called perimeter. Then second is area. What is area? Area is the region, the plane portions, okay, occupied or enclosed by a closed figure. We need to measure it. What is area? The measurement of the region. Region is actually boundary plus interior. Boundary plus interior. So the measurement of the region enclosed by a closed figure is called area. Okay. And third one is volume. What is volume? The space occupied by a solid objects. Okay. So this measurement of the measurement of the space. Measurement of the space occupied. Measurement of the space occupied by an object or solid is called volume. So these are the three measurements: length, Length of the boundary is called perimeter. Measurement of the region, the plane region covered by the closed figure is called area, and measurement of the space inside the object is called volume. Now, how do you measure these three things, perimeter, area and volume? How do you measure it? How do you measure the perimeter of, maybe let me take a square. You know the simple plane figure square. All four sides are equal. Maybe we take it as A, and this is 90 degree will be that. It is square. Okay, what's its perimeter? So first formula, perimeter of a square. Perimeter of a square is equal to length of the boundary. Here they have already measured and they have given this is A unit. So move around the closed figure once. We start from here. We will cover A unit plus A unit plus A unit plus A unit. So perimeter of a square is A plus A plus A plus A. How many A's are there? 4 into A, 4A. The unit, whatever may be the unit. So you write 4A unit. If it is centimeter, 4A centimeter. If it is meter, 4A meter. If it is kilometer, 4A kilometer. That is perimeter of a square. Second is area of a square. What is the area of a square? How do you measure it? So number of unit square. How many unit square can be placed here? Maybe this side some A unit square, this side some A unit square, this side some A unit square. Like this, number of unit square can be placed here. Okay, here A units are the A squares. A square, A square, A square, A square. So A into A squares. So the number of squares will be A into A. Okay, A into A square unit. Square unit. So we will be measuring the area in terms of square. How many squares are there within, how many unit squares are there within this square? So we will be measuring with the help of square unit. Next figure is rectangle. You know the figure rectangle. Length will be there, breadth will be there. This also length, equal length. This also breadth. Length, breadth, breadth. So first formula, perimeter of a rectangle. What is perimeter of a rectangle? So we'll move around the figure once. L plus B plus L plus B. L plus B plus L plus B. L plus B plus L plus B. So I told addition, same quantity can be added together. So you can add L together, it is 2L. BB equal, so we will add 2B. 2L plus 2B. And we can write 2 instead of multiplying 2 times. Once you can multiply and adding the length plus breadth. Just one time you add length plus breadth. One time, double it. Okay, just add length and breadth. One time, double it. Because 2 length, 2 breadths will be there. So 2 into L plus B unit. Just unit. Second formula is area of a rectangle. So as I already told you, how many squares can be placed? How many squares can be placed here? Like this. How many unit square? in this low, maybe in this bottom row, L squares, L squares, L square, L square, L square, L, how many times? B times L square will be there. So formula is L into B square unit. Okay. So square, two formula we have. Perimeter of a square is 4A. Area of a square is A into A, side into side. Perimeter of a rectangle is L plus B 2 times, twice double L plus B. Area of a rectangle is just number of unit squares will be given by the product L into B. The next figure is, third figure is cube. It's a little difficult, it is solid, difficult to draw on a plain board, but rough diagram, it's just a rough diagram. Okay, cube, what happened? Cube, length will be there, breadth also will be same, height also will be same. Length, breadth, height all are equal. It's just a cubical box. Box have length, breadth, height, all the three units are same. Then volume of a cube. As I told you, area, how many unit squares can be placed within that plane portion. Similarly here, how many unit cube, it's a cube, solid cube, how many unit cubes can be placed inside this box, cubical box. Okay, here maybe A into A, height is A, so multiply all the three, you will be getting it. So A into A into A, A into A into A, these are all cubes, cubic units. Square means cube, cubic unit, cubic CU means cubic unit. Then fourth solid is cuboid. Cuboid, rectangle, let me draw another rectangle, join the corners, you will be getting cuboid. Length is different, breadth is different, height is different. So again the idea is same, how many unit cubes can be placed in this rectangular box. Here L cubes, B times L into B, and L into B, the same layer extended up to height, LB extended up to H, so LBH. So volume of a cuboid is equal to length into breadth into height, cubic units. Cubic unit. Okay. Just only one problem I want to discuss. One problem. Suppose a farmer wants to square fence. Square fence the field or maybe vegetables garden to keep away the deers. To keep away the deers eating the vegetables. Okay. Raju, a farmer, wants to square fence the vegetable garden to keep away the deers eating the vegetables. the side of a garden, square garden, the side of a square garden is the side of a square garden is 10 meter. The side of a square garden is 10 meter, and poles are placed apart 2 meter. Poles are placed apart. To fence the vegetable garden, we need to place the poles. The poles are placed apart 2 meter. Then how many poles are required to fence the garden? Fence the garden. Okay, let me repeat once again. A square garden, vegetable garden, we need to fence. Okay, why do you want to fence? Otherwise the deers will enter and eat all the vegetables. Just to avoid that, we need to fence a square garden. It is a square garden of side 10 meter. Okay, so what we need to do? We need to first find the perimeter. What is the perimeter? Boundary length we need to find first. Side is 10 meter. Perimeter we need to find. So therefore perimeter of a square garden is equal to what is the formula? We have 4 into A. 4 into A. A is 10. So 4 into 10, which is 40 meter. Okay. So the boundary of the square garden is 40 meter, and poles are placed apart 2 meter. Every 2 meter, one pole we need to fix it. Measure 2 meter, fix a pole. Measure 2 meter, fix a pole. Measure 2 meter, fix a pole. 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter, last 2 meter, fix a pole. So every 2 meter we need to fix a pole. So number of poles required is equal to, therefore number of poles required is equal to, what is the perimeter? Perimeter is 40 meter divided by, and every 2 meter we need to erect, we need to fix a pole. So divided by 2. Every 2 meter, so divide by 2. So we will be getting how many? 20 poles required to fence the vegetable garden. Okay. Similarly, in perimeter area and volume, you need to know only the formula correctly, and not only formula, you need to understand the concept. What is length, what is area, and what is volume. So if you understand these 3 concepts correctly and remember the formula, certainly you can solve problems on your own. Okay, so let me stop here, and final concept, I'm going to discuss with you the final concept, average. 16th concept, average. What is average? Average is nothing but, in a class of suppose 40 students, the subject average is 35. What does it mean? In a class of 40 students, the class particular subject average is 35 marks. What does it mean? See, in a class of 40 students, the subject average is 35. What does it mean? Means everybody secured that marks. That is the understanding that we will have. Suppose the class average of a particular subject is 35, then we understand that every student in the class has secured 35 marks, but that is not real. That is not possible at all. Every student in the class securing 35 marks is not possible, but that is the meaning that we get. So what is average? Average is calculated by using the formula, very simple formula. Average is calculated by using the formula average is equal to sum of the data. We need to find the total sum of the data means that marks, observations, okay, or age, marks, whatever may be that we are considering, that data that should be added together divided by total number of students, maybe whatever the data that we are considering, total number of data. Okay, so data is singular, so total number of observations. Okay, instead of data we can write observation. So sum of the observations. Sum of the observation divided by total number of observation is average. One example, find the average of first 10 prime numbers. Let me recall prime numbers. Let me recall first 10 prime numbers and I will find the average. So average is given by, we need to add all the 10 prime numbers, first 10 prime numbers. The first prime number is 2, the next prime number is 3, the next prime number is 5, 7, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, no, 17, then 19, okay, then 23. How many? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 divided by how many prime numbers that we are adding? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have to divide by number of prime numbers. That is average. Very simple formula. So we need to add all the numbers. How do you add? We need place 9 plus 3, 12, 12 plus 9, 21, 21 plus 7, 28, 28 plus 3, 31, 31 plus 1, 32, 32 plus 7, 39, 39 plus 5, 44, 44 plus 3, 47, 47 plus 2, 49, 4, tens place, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 1, 9, 9 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 1, 11, 11 plus 1, 12, 129 divided by 10, okay, which is actually 129 tenths. So 129 means 12 units and 9 tenths. 12 units and 9 tenths. Okay, 12 units and 9 tenths. 12 units and 9 tenths. So it is 12.9. So average is 12.9. Final questions. One more questions. Second question, the average of 5 numbers is 27. Okay, the average of 5 numbers is 27 and one number is excluded and one number is excluded. One number is excluded, then the average becomes becomes 25. Find the excluded number. Find the excluded number. Solution. How do you find? As I told you, average of first 5 number is, every number is 27, 27, 27, 27, 27. So we can easily find the sum of the 5 numbers. Sum we can find. Sum of the numbers, sum of the 5 numbers is equal to 27, 27, 27, 27, 27. How many 27s will be there? 5 27s. So 5 into 27. How much will be there? 5 into 27. 5 2s are 100. 5 7s are 35. So 135. 5 20s are 100. 5 7s are 35. 135. Next, sum of, here one number is excluded. One number is excluded. So how many numbers will be remaining? Remaining only 4 numbers. So therefore sum of the 4 numbers is equal to, I told you already, average is 25. Mean each number 25, 25, 25, 25. How many 25s are there? That will give the sum, that is 4 into 25, which is 100. Okay. So 5 numbers total is 135. 4 number is 100. Therefore the excluded number is equal to 135 minus 100, which is 35. Okay, I have completed my part, in discussing with you all the 16 concepts. Only the concepts that I have discussed with you, I have not solved much problems. So only these concepts certainly will help you to solve any number of problems. So dear friends, just go through the concepts again and again. Just if you go through the concept only once, certainly that will not help you. So my dear friends, you need to go through these concepts several times. Okay, just every day just revise this concept for several times, several days. Then certainly you will become very strong in the concepts that will help you to solve more and more problems. I hope if you go through the concepts many times, certainly you can understand all the concepts and do well in the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya selection test examinations. So I will be taking the opportunity to wish the students who are going to take the examinations all the best. May God bless you. Thank you all. Goodbye.